just after the story of Ruth in the Bible is the book of 1 Samuel. That's where our story this week was found. Let's go see Miss Holly and check out more about 1 and 2 Samuel.
Hi friends, I'm Miss Holly and I've got another Bible book of the month to share with you. Today we're looking at two books, 1 and 2 Samuel, found in the Old Testament right between Ruth and 1 Kings. 1 and 2 Samuel continue God's big story. So let's review. So far, we've seen God created the world, this wonderful place for people and animals to live with God. Adam and Eve chose wrongly and disobeyed God. Their sin took themselves and all people out of God's presence to live life separated from God. But God had a plan to rescue all people and bring them back to Him again. Abraham and his family received a promise from God that one day they would live in a promised land and a rescuer would come from their family and bless the entire earth. From Abraham's promise to Joseph's family living as slaves in Egypt, to Moses being used by God to free his people Israel and bring them to safety and peace in the promised land. God always had a plan for his people, and it wasn't over yet. 1 and 2 Samuel pick up this story, and we find that Israel is still waiting and looking and longing for this promised rescuer to come back to God. The main characters in these books are Samuel, who was a prophet, Saul, a king, and David, a shepherd, a giant slayer, a songwriter, a warrior, and a king. These two books tell the true story of how Israel asked for a king to lead them. God gives them what they asked for, even though they were always to look to Him as their leader. Fun facts. Are you ready? Here we go. Let's see what I got today. First one. God tells Samuel to make Saul king. Okay, all right. Number 2, King Saul did not obey God and was a bad leader. Uh-oh, I wonder what happened. 3, David loved God. God told Samuel to make David Israel's next king. Oh my goodness, 2 kings. Okay, let's see, number 4. David defeated a giant named Goliath, who was over 9 feet tall. That's pretty tall, friends. With only a slingshot and a stone. That must be an amazing story. We gotta check that out. David makes Jerusalem Israel's capital city. And one final one. You ready? Here we go. God promises David that the future rescuer, that's who we're waiting for, right? The future rescuer would come from his family. Friends, so many awesome stories to read in these two books. I hope you want to read them, so open up your Bible and get started.